Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the Futlife Tv Podcast. We got Ari back with us today, and we're going to talk about some of the transfer rumors, some football news for you, and things like that. Let's get right into it, yeah?
Let's do it.
Starting with the Premier League, Sanchez, Arsenal. Sanchez is going. Where is he going next? According to Bayern Munich's people, that he has already decided his next destination. That's why Bayern pulled out. Where do you think he's going?
This has been an ongoing saga now for quite some time. He's wanted out for feels like forever since he got to the club. But where he's going is definitely going to be somewhere in the Premier League.
Man City?
Rumors are that Man City are going to be, his favorite. I don't see it being anyone else, to be honest, just because one thing, the relationship with Pep Guardiola that he already has established when he was with Barcelona.
Exactly.
He was favored there to be their right wing or really whatever position they needed him at that time. But he played a lot.
And he played well. He really did.
Man, he played amazing.
I mean, he's a great player, and definitely I think he's going to City. I think it's pretty much a done deal. The only thing we're waiting to see is if it's going to happen in January or summertime. January they'll have to pay. Summertime is free. Wait a couple months and get them for free. Why spend more money? You're already winning the league,
I wouldn't want to spend any money on them, but I could see Arsenal wanting to make money off of him.
Yeah.
That's one thing that you might want to look out for. Arsene Wenger, he's very unpredictable at the moment, shall we say.
He's been unpredictable for a while now.
Yeah. So let's see. I mean, the transfer window's right around the corner. Let's see if there's going to be any major signings this winter.
But if he goes, you think Ozil's going to follow? I don't think Ozil will stay either. I think he's had enough as well, especially when there are teams that are in better position to win are interested in him.
Of course.
So I think it'll be bad if Alexis leaves. If he leaves, Ozil is going next, and I think Arsenal is going to really have a hard time drawing players in as well. I don't know what big name, what replacements can they bring for Ozil and Sanchez? Team like Arsenal in the position they're in right now, they're really struggling, and I don't see them being able to bring in big players like that,
Honestly, I mean, a big player wouldn't want to play for them.
Exactly.
I could see them actually going after someone like Jamie Vardy. Someone like that, going towards a player like that. Has been very quiet this season. Really haven't heard his name that much. But still, going up against someone like that, or maybe even, I think it's Okazaki. That's also a striker for Leicester. He's a good player.
Yeah.
But we'll see. We don't know.
I don't know. Honestly, I don't see them being able to get anyone big. I think all these teams like Man U, Chelsea, Manchester City, Madrid, Barcelona, these teams are favored to get any top player at the moment, Yeah. And, it's going to be tough for Arsene Wenger to even make it to the Champions League next year. So if they don't make it, what are they going to sell to these players? Like, hey, we're in Europa League.
The only thing that they can sell to these players are going to be a starting position.
Yeah. And crucial. Probably a lot of money.
Oh, yeah. At that point, that's the only thing they can offer.
But more transfer news on Chelsea apparently is after Inter Icardi. Big player in the Serie A. He's a great player, good goal scorer. And Conte is apparently looking for a partnership for Morata. And really? Who better than Icardi? Both young, both great form, both great players, and with bright futures. So
right.
If they're looking for long term, definitely would be a good idea. So.
Yeah, no, Icardi's a really good player. He's second place in the league for most goals scored with 11 goals. It's almost like a goal every game that he plays. He's scoring at least one goal.
And the hat trick in the Milan Derby. That was a big move for him. So
that was a really big move for him. Celebration at the end, I'm not sure what he was trying to replicate.
He was just trying to follow his footsteps of his idol, Lionel Messi, I think. Yeah?
I mean, yeah, maybe because he's Argentinian, that is his idol.
But he's a great player. He's scoring goals.
Great player. I think that's a great pair that would be at Chelsea. Definitely looks like Conte's going for his traditional 4-4-2 when he was at Juve. Was it Juve?
But is he going to stay? That's the thing. Is he going to stay himself? I think if he does get the players he wants, I think that might persuade him to stay. But I think he kind of does. He does have a lot of options, apparently. And for good reasons. He's a good coach,
I think it has a lot to do with where Chelsea's going to be at the end of the season, if he's going to stay or not. And if he does end up staying and the beginning of next season doesn't look too good for Chelsea, I could see him being sacked.
Yeah. But, they are looking to bring in some reinforcements, so we'll see what they do. Man U, speaking of reinforcements, Man U's getting their reinforcements back. Pogba is coming back. Rojo is almost back. Zlatan is almost back. These are big players for them. They really have been missing those players, and stats have showed just how much they have been missing Pogba.
Oh, huge.
And he might even play next match, so...
Oh, well, fingers crossed, because, I do miss watching him play. And if you listen to those three names that you just said, that's a player that plays in the attacking position, that's a player that plays in the midfield, and that's a player that plays in their defense.
Exactly.
So all three of those players have a huge impact in that the fact that they're missing those three big players, it's going to be a big deal when they do come back.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You're going to definitely see the difference. I think they'll be more comfortable getting more goals now instead of being so set on defending,
Because at the beginning of the season, it was like 4 or 5 games in a row. They were scoring 4 goals in each game. It's like, I want to see that again, especially from a team like Man U.
Oh, yeah. And they really do need them because they do have to compete with Man City, who are just on fire. And if they get Sanchez, that'll be even more firepower for them up there, which is ridiculous. That's just not fair. Come on.
But you can't say it's not fair because at one point there was the best trio in the world that would have ever existed is Neymar, Messi, and Suarez. So who does City have? Jesus,
Aguero,
Sane.
Those are good 3 up there,
But they're not your Neymar, Messi, and Suarez.
But they can be pretty dangerous.
I could see it being a Jesus.
And imagine
Aguero,
Sanchez being in there as well now in the mix. Playing right behind those guys. That's going to be tough, I think City does need some defenders, though. I think they're kind of struggling with defense. They do manage to outscore the other teams. Their attackers are scoring a lot of goals, so it helps them when they're conceding goals. But they are conceding some goals as well. So, it is better. I think Pep is going to look for some better defenders to help Stone in that back position. So, we'll see. But so far, great position for them. That's pretty much all the stuff going on in the EPL world. We're all excited for the league to start back on.
Definitely excited.
In Laliga, there is some big stuff going on.
A little bit of controversy there.
Starting with Madrid, they're gonna Ronaldo threw some jabs at Real Madrid again, his own team, and Ramos responded again. Those two's relationship has been kind of a little weird, hasn't it? Always throwing jabs at each other, kind of, and it's just I don't know what it is. Maybe because they both think they're the big man on campus.
Yeah.
But oh well.
I think it has a lot of ego to do with the issue.
Yeah.
Their relationship is like a 55-year-old roller coaster ride that just squeaks at some points, but then it just doesn't at some others. I could see Ronaldo leaving Madrid in the upcoming years, and I could see Ramos being the one to retire.
Especially with the rumors that Madrid's after Neymar.
Dun, dun, dun.
After PSG's new signing, world record signing at that, now he might go to Madrid. Apparently, they're willing to spend up to $450 million on the deal.
Oh my goodness!
How crazy is that? And I'm sure he'll be Ronaldo's replacement. But
for that kind of money,
according to the rumors, Ronaldo wants to stay and wants Bale out. He's pushing Bale out of the way. which maybe for good reasons. Bale is very inconsistent. He's always hurt. You don't need someone like that.
Injury-prone player.
I mean, he's poking holes in his socks. Next thing you know, he's going to start putting voodoo stuff in his shorts and shirt before games, where it's just getting ridiculous.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on with the Bale situation. I see him going to Man U for sure.
They just slapped a 85 million price tag on him, so...
That's it? They paid more for him.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think they just want to get rid of him.
Yeah.
I think they just want to use that money to bring in some of the players they want, which, if the rumors are true, these are rumors, nothing is final till the jerseys are passed and hands are shaken.
Right.
In my opinion.
That's the truth. But I wonder if that deal does attempt to go through, where would Ronaldo go? Would he go to Barcelona? Feeling betrayed by Madrid?
No, there's no way he would go to Barcelona. There's no way Barcelona would even buy him. Barcelona's not interested in him. I don't think they would be interested in him, even if Madrid was trying to let him go.
Where else would he go?
PSG? Maybe they do a swap deal?
Possibly.
You give us Neymar, we'll give you Ronaldo and maybe a little bit of money? So anything is possible. Who knows what's going to happen?
Ronaldo's more of a crybaby than Neymar, but hey, that's just my opinion.
Big time. But, who knows? That's true. Yeah, that's true. Ronaldo would probably have he'll throw a bigger fit than Neymar. But who knows
he does have
happen.
balloon doors to bring to the table, unlike Neymar.
Yeah, but I knew there was going to be trouble there. There's always trouble from the beginning. Neymar is just going in there trying to take over and act like he's the man in the team, which, I guess he is. But you have to be humble. You have to start out. You're new on the team. There are people that are already established. Coach is already there. Work your way up,
Yeah.
Win something. Win the Champions League, and then be like, look, we won the Champions League because of me. This is my team. Shit's gonna change. Don't just come in there and be like, this is my team because they spent the most money on me. Shit's gonna change. That's not right. The way his whole approach is in this team.
That's a young
It's just
mentality.
a young, stupid mentality. And it's ridiculous. And in Barca, he couldn't do that because, let's be honest, Messi will smack the shit out of him if he got out of a line like that, right? Am I wrong?
More than likely.
And that's what he needs. There's no
him,
Messi on PSG. He thinks he's the Messi of PSG, which he is. He can be, but he might leave. So
He more than likely will.
yeah, with all the problems with him and the coach and everything, that move to Madrid is not impossible, and it wouldn't be shocking. I would not be surprised if he does. But Madrid are even rumored to have offered Bale and Cruz as a trade with some cash for Neymar as well. So
there's a lot of rumors out there right now, but again, like you said, you can't really trust it until the handshake is made and the jersey is passed.
Yeah, but these are rumors that are pretty possible. Like, these things can happen. Neymar could very well go to Madrid. We spoke about this before he even made his move to PSG, that he might end up at Madrid one day and no one will be surprised. And that's the type of player he is. Neymar he doesn't have that, older footballer mentality. He's a new, young, wannabe pop star.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's too Hollywood, and that's his mentality, and that's why you see all this stuff going on with him. But, anyways, it just makes it more interesting and more topics for us to talk about.
Yeah.
And Barcelona, who are in first place and in great form right now, Coutinho, back on the Coutinho wagon.
I don't think they ever fell off the wagon. I think they've just kind of took a step back.
To lower the price, maybe?
Maybe lower the price or just let everything cool down in the media where it was the only thing talked about all the way up until the transfer deadline day.
Yeah, true.
But definitely I see them never got off the wagon. Still been pursuing. Still in contact with Coutinho. Definitely in contact with Liverpool.
Well, apparently $120 million deal pretty much done. And rumors have it that Coutinho is already looking for a house in Barcelona.
I've heard that.
That he's already house hunting in Barcelona.
But I also remember reading that Liverpool wanted to wait because they couldn't sign a specific player from France until the summer.
Well, they've already bought a player, but he can't make the move until this summer that's coming
Right,
up.
so they were wanting to wait to let Coutinho go until they got that player from France.
Yeah, but you never know. It might happen in January, but I don't see Coutinho being there next season. That's for sure.
No, he's leaving.
I'm surprised he made it this far, but Somehow they
He
managed
won
to
it
keep
out.
him.
He won it out.
He did, but honestly, I think he threw Liverpool into a pissing match, contest with Barcelona, and they just basically tried to say, we have money, and they were like, well, we have money too. We don't need your money. And it's like, it's just BS like that. It just doesn't make sense.
And the Neymar deal had a lot to do with it as well.
Oh yeah, and I'm sure Liverpool regret that decision. I'm sure they could have definitely used that 140 million to buy some players. Look at what they're doing now. They're doing shit. They're in shit form,
5th place.
Yeah, 5th place, which
19
they were
points.
league favorites before the season started. Yeah, right. Well, Klopp is losing the whole of all of this whole situation. They're very inconsistent. They'll blow out one team and get their ass hammered next game. It's just so now I'm sure they're gonna want to sell for that big money so they can spend that big money on some players because they do need defenders. They do need a number 9. They don't have a number 9.
They don't.
Salah's doing well, but they don't have a striker. They don't have a number 9. Sturridge is worthless. He really is. The games he plays, he's decent, but he's not going to help you to win the season. He's worthless. Cash in, move on, buy some players, sell Coutinho, stop letting your ego get in the way, and hope maybe you'll do better next season. I don't see Liverpool being in the Champions League next year.
Maybe Europas.
Maybe Europas. I think Arsenal will take the Europas on instead of them. I think Liverpool are going to continue to drop points. I think Liverpool have got bigger problems than, I really don't think I don't think Klopp really has a hold on that team yet. He doesn't have a set system yet for that team, Keeps trying to do things, but they're not working out, and his defenders suck, and he gets countered more than the boxer does,
Yeah.
So it's just ridiculous. But that's that pretty much for the Coutinho deal going to Barca. I think they're pretty much done deal, and they'll be good. And they're about to have Dembele back, which is a big help.
Yeah, no, Dembele. It's hard to say really anything about him because he only played 2 or 3 games.
Yeah, first game he started, he tore his hamstring.
He got subbed in the first 2 and started the third and tore his hamstring not even, I think, 17 minutes into the game.
But imagine Dembele, Suarez, Messi, Coutinho, Busquets, Iniesta. We can play defenders then.
Yeah.
As long as we keep, we'll keep a couple goals out. They'll score everything they get. That's a dangerous attack. Those are 5 attackers that are they're a nightmare for any team.
I think Suarez alone is a nightmare for any team. Messi alone is a nightmare for any team. Dembele, he's got a lot of work to do. Still very young.
Yep.
But I could see him being a potential world's best. Just give him some time. Hopefully he doesn't become an injury-prone player like Bale did, coming, such a big deal for Madrid.
Yeah.
A few years ago, he came in, I think, 100 and
set record, 100 million, yeah.
Yeah. More than Ronaldo, kind of made him a little salty, shall we say.
Yeah. I think that's when Ronaldo started having problems with Bale anyway. Just because they were.
Oh, for sure.
And that's a thing with Madrid, though. There's like, I don't know, that team just seems like all those players are kind of against each other, and like you see it, anytime something goes wrong, they start attacking each other,
Yeah.
They're like the ugly fat sisters that are always salty. But anyways, Barca's players, once they're full again, and if Coutinho goes, I think they'll be pretty much unstoppable, and you're gonna get that MSN feeling back again because that attack is just incredible.
It really is. The speed, the workup rate is just, it is incredible.
I would love to see it, and I can't wait until it's done. And I cannot wait to watch the games. But this weekend, Atletico and Real Madrid, that's a game you want to watch.
Oh, man.
La Liga is almost back as well. Man, thank goodness. I'm tired of this international break stuff, especially this friendlies. They're just wasted time and just take the momentum out of the game, the risk of injuries. It's no good, I hate it. But thank goodness it's almost over and we're almost back to league time and Champions League time. And then that's pretty much it. And in the soccer world, there's not too much more. Some of the players that are retired and retiring: Pirlo, Buffon, Lampard, Kaká. These are just
sad. It is watching these players that you watch growing up.
So sad to see.
To see them retire. It's kind of sad because you got players like Neymar that are mainly about the money and not the sport.
And you have these players. Yeah, you won't see a generation like these again. You won't see another Buffon anymore. You won't see another, players like this with this much respect too. Just their character, their attitudes. It's really a shame to see those players go, and they will be greatly missed. And for sure going to be future legend, keeping up with the legends segment on some of those players.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
No, definitely want to do that.
But speaking of keeping up with the legends segment, we're going to get into that as well. And our legend today is none other than Diego Maradona. Diego Maradona, he's known for his skills and achievements on the field and some controversial calls off the field.
Just a little bit.
Just a little here and there.
A couple.
For some drug use and hand of God goal and, all the other stuff. But after football, he retired. He tried some coaching and some other things that was not really his thing. It was not successful in. He's even coached the Argentina national team, which he didn't win a lollipop. But he is now an ambassador in FIFA.
Yeah.
And he's really excited on working with the new FIFA president, which he has a great relationship with. Much improvement from the relationship he had with Blatter, who he's always, bumped heads with. And even in the last interview about his ambassador role in FIFA, he threw one last shot at Blatter and said that he is now excited to work with a clean staff at FIFA.
Oh.
But he has done a 360 in his life, and he's turned his life around. Good for him. He is a legend, and he does do some partying still. Don't get it wrong. He's still Diego Maradona, but he's more mature and responsible nowadays. They say. And I'll do it for our segment of keeping up with the legends, and we'll bring you another legend next week. Comment or send us who you want to see on the segment. And we'll have, on the next episode, we'll have the dive of the week as well. That's pretty much it. We're glad the international stuff is almost done. Champions League and the league games are back on, and we cannot wait. And I know you cannot wait either. We will post the schedules on our social media. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so. And follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Futlife TV and on Twitter at Futlife TV 1. Ari, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Is there anything you want to say? Anything else
that
we missed?
No, we got it all.
All right. Thank you, everybody, and we'll see you next time.